Tuesday, November 14th, Marshall University hosted the 53rd annual fountain ceremony. People gather around the fountain in remembrance of 75 athletes, coaches, fans, and plane crew that tragically passed away. Marshall President Brad D. Smith and keynote speaker Craig Greenlee emphasized the importance of sharing their stories.
Their story are your stories.
As we pay homage to the 75 souls that were lost, let's also appreciate the tapestries within the tapestry, the stories within the story.
Marshall's story doesn't just reach the city limits of Huntington or the state limits of West Virginia, but has touched people from hundreds of miles away. People with no connection to the crash have been influenced by these stories with a long-lasting effect. Steve Fretcher and his daughter Andrea Fretcher, who are from Effingham, Illinois, say that learning Marshall's story has changed their lives annually.
Back in 2006, we watched the movie. It just kind of meant something to us as a father and a daughter, and I've been through on I-64 before and had never stopped, and I stopped one time, and I came to the fountain, and I went to the cemetery, and I said, we have to come back.
We thought, hey, maybe we should go to the fountain ceremony. If COVID happened, but we still decided to come and see what it was about. We wanted to go to a game, experience the community, the school, everything about it, and we fell in love with it.
Steve and his daughter never anticipated having a deep connection with the ceremony.
We're just innocent bystanders here, and we had no agenda when we first came here. The first year was the COVID year, so we were standing way back there, and we couldn't get up here. That's kind of how I envisioned that it was going to be for us. We were just going to come and be bystanders.
The Marshall community welcomed them without hesitation. Their dedication has even led to their involvement in the ceremony.
So many people kept approaching us, and we kept getting introduced to so many people that it just kept like snowballing.
We've been welcomed with open arms by everyone. It's like we're from here too, you know, and we aren't, but we've been invited to do some wonderful things. We got to lay a rose today. What an honor.
Steve and Andrea like to take on the challenge of bringing their experiences home to those who may not know.
It's hard to explain to people back home. They're not as familiar with this. And some people haven't seen the movie. Maybe they've heard of it, but they don't know anything about it.
Yeah, this is a real town. This is a real school. These are real people.
Just like the friends and family of the 75, the decision to come back to Huntington each year is simple for Andrea and her father.
We want to make the trip every year, at least once a year.
We're coming back. We're coming back every year.
Craig Greenlee says the passionate people, both in and outside of Huntington, should carry on the stories of those who've lived through the tragedy.
We should keep telling the story so that it remains fresh in the minds of every generation. It's a timeless story, a story that's worth telling.
Craig Greenlee's speech inspired those in attendance at this year's ceremony, and those affected will continue to share their perspectives. For NewsCenter88, I'm Nathaniel Hara.